Part 1. Welcome to this video on maintaining motivation while learning English independently. It's a challenge we all face at some point. The excitement of starting a new language learning journey quickly fades, and the reality of consistent practice and progress can feel overwhelming. How do you keep going when there's no teacher or classroom to motivate you? How do you stay driven when you're learning on your own, with no one watching to keep you accountable? Whether you're learning English for professional reasons, travel, or personal growth, the struggle to maintain momentum can feel isolating. You might have experienced days when you felt like giving up, or perhaps you found it difficult to stay disciplined without external pressure. But here's the truth. Learning a language is a long-term commitment, and the most successful learners are the ones who can maintain their motivation over time. Today, we'll explore some powerful techniques that will help you stay motivated in your independent English learning journey. You'll discover how to build sustainable habits, create meaningful goals, and most importantly, keep the spark alive, even when the road gets tough. So, stay with me as we dive into how you can achieve lasting motivation and make your English learning experience not just productive, but truly rewarding. Part 2. The journey of learning English independently often feels like a solo endeavor, and the key to success lies in creating your own systems of accountability and motivation. Unlike traditional classroom settings, there's no external teacher pushing you or a fixed schedule to follow. This means that self-discipline becomes your greatest ally. But how do you build and maintain this discipline over time? The first step is setting clear, achievable goals. Instead of vague aspirations like, "I want to improve my English," break it down into concrete objectives. For example, aim to learn 10 new words every day, or focus on improving your speaking skills for 30 minutes a day. The more specific your goals, the easier it becomes to track progress and see your efforts paying off. Next, create a learning routine that fits your lifestyle. It doesn't need to be rigid, but having a structure in place helps you stay committed. Consistency is more important than intensity. Learning English for 20 minutes every day is more effective than cramming for hours once a week. Find a time that works for you, whether it's early mornings, during lunch breaks, or before bed. By incorporating learning into your daily life, you make it a habit, and habits are much easier to stick to than sporadic bursts of effort. And don't forget to celebrate small wins along the way. Each time you master a new vocabulary set, understand a difficult grammar point, or have a conversation in English, take a moment to acknowledge your progress. This sense of achievement fuels your motivation to keep going. Part 3. Let's now focus on something that is crucial to keeping your motivation strong: making learning enjoyable. One of the biggest pitfalls in independent learning is the feeling of monotony. When you're studying on your own, there's no one to offer variety or excitement. So how do you keep things interesting and fresh? First, take advantage of the wide range of resources available to you. Language learning today isn't limited to textbooks or formal lessons. You have access to podcasts, YouTube channels, language exchange apps, TV shows, movies, and even video games, all of which can help you learn English in a fun, interactive way. Find resources that match your interests. If you love movies, watch them in English with subtitles. If you're passionate about science, listen to English language podcasts about topics you enjoy. The more personal and enjoyable you make your learning experience, the less likely you are to burn out. Another way to keep things engaging is by diversifying your learning methods. Alternate between listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Practice vocabulary through flashcards one day, and then challenge yourself to write a short story in English the next. Mixing it up not only prevents boredom, but it also helps you develop all areas of language proficiency. Lastly, remember that language learning is a journey. There's no need to rush. Celebrate the progress you've made, even if it's just a small step forward. Trust in the process, and remind yourself that each moment of learning is building towards a greater goal. Part 4. A key component of maintaining motivation in independent language learning is connecting with others. Even though you're learning on your own, it doesn't mean you have to do it alone. Language exchange platforms, online communities, and social media groups offer a wealth of opportunities to interact with other English learners, as well as native speakers. Engaging with others in real conversations, whether through text, audio, or video, is one of the most rewarding ways to stay motivated. When you practice speaking with others, you don't just improve your fluency, you also gain a sense of community. Knowing that there are others on a similar journey can help reduce the isolation that often comes with self-study. Another great way to stay motivated is to set challenges with friends or peers. For instance, challenge each other to learn a certain number of new words each week, or to record a video speaking in English every month. Friendly competition, even in a supportive environment, can spark a renewed sense of excitement and progress. Remember, the connections you make can also serve as a source of inspiration. Seeing other learners achieve milestones can remind you that you're not alone, and their success can fuel your own. Part 5. As we wrap up today's discussion on maintaining motivation while learning English independently, let's reflect on the most important takeaway. Sustaining motivation requires intentional effort. It's about finding joy in the process, setting clear goals, and embracing the journey, no matter how long it may seem. As an independent learner, you have the power to shape your experience. It's all about creating systems that work for you, whether that's through setting routines, tracking progress, or connecting with others. By focusing on the small steps, the milestones, and the joy of learning, you'll be able to push through the tough times and stay motivated in the long run. So, let's make a commitment today. Commit to showing up every day, even for a few minutes, and making your learning experience enjoyable. Your future self will thank you for the effort you put in now. Stay focused, stay inspired, and remember that every word you learn brings you one step closer to fluency. Keep going, you've got this.